calf operators are the colt starters, the calf starters of the beef world. And so it's our job to get these animals ready and make us a profit and utilize that forage that we're talking about to improve our soils. But we also have to get that animal ready for the next step in the chain. And so same kind of thing goes if you're talking about horses or cattle. The first thing that we're working with or thinking about should be their brain. And we're working with a large animal, but really the brain of that animal is what we are really signaling. So the thing that I think is important to understand is how the brain works. So a brain of an animal has two sides. This is in my cowboy lingo or rancher lingo. Two sides. We have the thinking side of the brain and we have the reacting side of the brain. So when an animal is it can't be in both sides at once. You can't run from a wolf or a mountain lion and graze at the same time. When you're running from a wolf or a mountain lion or a crazy human, you are in survival or reaction stage. When you're grazing, when you're walking to water, when you're thinking about taking the pressure off the bit so you can get release of the reins, you're in the thinking mode. And that's I'll call that the growth side of the brain. When the horse or the cow is on the thinking side, we'll call that growth. And that's when they're deciding what grass to eat, where to lay down, what to do here. That's when they're increasing their weight or their ability to reproduce. So this is the side this is where we want these animals to be, on the thinking side of their brain. When something stirs them up or threatens them, then we go to the reaction side of the brain. And we'll call this the survival side of the brain. So when we get over here, that's when too much pressure. They can't think fast enough, so they got to react. And this is the side of the brain that's really, really challenging. This is where we don't want those animals, on the survival side of their brain. So always try to keep your animals thinking, not reacting. We'll call this growth, this survival. I like to call it, in cattlemen's terms, this is the gain side of the brain, on the gain, or shrinking, on the shrink. And the more you have an animal's head down on the gain, the more profit, the more potential these animals have.